Good morning. Some of you have already met with your senators or assembly members, but they will be coming in throughout this whole time that you're reciting your poems. And so I'll just come up to the mic, I'll say your first name and your county, and then if you could meet me in the back to meet the member or staff member to get certificates. And yes, and Ayana and Ann and Wendy and Doug, they're all gonna be back there to meet you, so just be ready for that. And if you're about to recite and for some reason we don't catch that, just kind of let one of us know, and then you'll recite your poem, and the member will wait, and then you'll go back. Okay? Any questions? Okay, thanks. Just one more little piece of information. So everyone who came with you, your parents and such, they are in our big, beautiful hearing room, 4203, watching you on the screens. But this room is also going to be open, so some of them will come in here. They probably have a better place to view you in 4203, but I just wanted to let you know that they will all be watching you. we've been asked questions about the bathroom, so I just want to go over that real quickly since that's important. So while you're in here, I wouldn't wait till the break to use the bathroom. You're going to walk out this door. When the judges are judging, you can walk out this door and walk to the right, and there's someone out there who can help you, but it's just kind of right around the corner, both bathrooms. And so I would take your time and do that, especially if you know you're not up until like 33 or whatever it is, whatever. I more like 20. If it takes a long time, or you're just tired and you want to go out for a second, that's okay. I just want to let you know that, okay? These doors.
Yeah, just because yeah, I can't hear a thing from here. Yeah, I have a student who's she's 50 and she's crazy. I mean, she knows, and you probably know all the words to, yeah, and so we wrote up the chords and I'll show her how to play it because it's good for the guitar. It's a good too. And then I finally wrote out the melody because I like to get it so that it may not be exactly like recorded. Yeah, that's a great tune. That's the only one I know. Yeah. Oh yeah. What key is it? I have a chart that I can transpose it.
Good morning, everyone. I see people coming in and upstairs. Yay. Thank you so much for opening that up. Some of your friends and family want to actually see your face, rather, right in your face, right? Rather than be in the other room. But as they're getting settled in and you all are getting ready for the second day of the 2019 Poetry Out Loud. Yes. Again, I'm super pleased to have all of the champions here, and your families, and your friends, and your teachers. They're all here for you, and we're excited for you. We have many of our state local partners here with us today. My name is Ayana Kibori, and I'm the Deputy Director of the California Arts Council, and I was here with you, thank you. I was here with you yesterday. You guys are super amazing. I kind of already told you how much I think you are, how great I think you are, but I'll say it again probably a couple of times. Poetry Out Loud is an initiative of the National Endowment for the Arts and the Poetry Foundation. These organizations have partnered with the California Arts Council and arts councils in all 50 states, Washington, D.C., the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico to implement this free high school program which encourages the nation's youth to learn about great poetry through memorization and recitation. And if yesterday was not a testimony to how great that process is, I don't know what else to say. You guys did an amazing job yesterday. This dynamic program helps high school students master public speaking skills, build self-confidence, learn about their literary heritage, and compete for more than $100,000 in awards. Over the past 2 days, champions from our 52 participating counties will compete. That doesn't sound right. Over the past 2 days, you will compete for the title of the state champion and the opportunity to represent California at the Poetry Out Loud National Finals in Washington, D.C. Woo, who's going? We're going. Yes. So I would like to share with you a tradition that we're starting here at the California Arts Council because we believe in inclusivity and we believe in recognizing those that have come before us. The California Arts Council would like to carry out this practice of recognizing original caretakers and of these sacred lands within and throughout the Sacramento region. We acknowledge and offer gratitude to these indigenous ancestors and present-day relations of the Nisenan and Maidu of the northern areas of Sacramento, Auburn, and the foothills, as well as the Miwoks to the south and Elk Grove, and the Patwin people of West Sacramento. We acknowledge these stewardships, we acknowledge their stewardship of these lands and uplift their legacies as they continue to build and sustain their culture and practices today and for 7 generations. As we come together from across the state, we celebrate the arts. We encourage Arts Council partners, teachers, artists, and especially students, you, to join in this practice within your own communities. And if you ever want to know about how to do that, you can always call the California Arts Council. We're happy to share. I would like to now introduce Jen Daly, who's going to give you more of the specifics of what's happening today. She is our California Arts Council Poetry Out Loud coordinator. Jen? Is she here? Good luck, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I am actually not Jen Daly. I'm Josie Miller. I'm the Arts Education Specialist at the California Arts Council. I'm very glad to be here with you this morning. I'm just going to fill in a little bit about the logistical flow of the morning so you know what to expect. So yesterday we heard, do you want to fill in the logistical? So Ayana's going to come fill in the logistics.
Right here.
So right there.
Okay, I'm back. Woohoo! Let's see, for those of you just joining us, yesterday our champions from 52 counties around the state recited their first 2 poems on stage at the Stanley Mosque Library and Courts Building. Those poems were scored by our judging panel, to whom you will be introduced shortly, but I see them, they're ready. This morning, the champs will give a group recitation all together and be presented with awards for winning their county championships, and that's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Based on the scores from yesterday's first 2 rounds, a group of finalists will move on to round 3 and recite their final poem. Based on the cumulative scores of all 3 rounds, the state champion and 2 runners-up will be named. The state champion will represent California at the national finals in D.C. next month to compete for the title of national champion and a prize of $20,000. Wow, that's worth some applause, isn't it? No? $20,000. A couple of things we want you to pay attention to. Please refrain from taking photographs of any kind during the competition. As you can imagine, that could be very distractive to the students that are reciting. And also, we have professional photographers on site, and we will make images available free of charge to all families. Before we dive into the rest of the competition, I'd like to welcome Unbound Crawford, our Executive Director for the California Arts Council, to tell you a bit more about the work of the CAC. And now I really am done. Thank you very much.
It's not actually improv, but we are very flexible with moving things around. And hello, parents, patient parents. Thank you for waiting so wonderfully outside. Welcome to everybody. We're happy to have you all here. It's our state capital. We're in the beautiful, historic Senate chambers, and it's the 14th year of Poetry Out Loud. It's pretty cool. First and foremost, the California Arts Council wants to show our gratitude to everybody who has had a hand and is still having a hand in putting this event together. Why not start where it all started? We'd like to thank Dana Gioia, special guest and founder of Poetry Out Loud, who is joining us today in the back. This wouldn't be happening without Dana. Thank you to the National Endowment of the Arts and the Poetry Foundation for developing the program, which is getting bigger and better every year. Thank you to our county coordinators, our local arts partners, and district offices of education, teachers, all the parents that are here, the parents that are at home, our judges, patient judges, and a big thank you to our council chair and vice chair for showing their support. Also, thank you to our CAC staff for every single part of this operation that helped make this happen. Thank you to Governor Newsom. His support of the California Arts Council is tremendous. Also, thank you to Senator Atkins and Senator Allen for providing these students with a once-in-a-lifetime experience to be here in these beautiful chambers. Thank you to the legislature for its unwavering, bipartisan support of the arts here in California, and to each individual legislator and legislative staff member making their way through these chambers today. We'd like to offer an opportunity to them to show their personal recognition of the talent that's in this room. As I said yesterday, this event's very special to us at the California Arts Council and something we look forward to every year. It's an incredible chance for us to witness the amazing artistic expression and get a glimpse into the future of our state. You're all so talented. It drives home our belief that art can elevate and bring a sense of agency and give a voice to what some people might think of as the voiceless. You certainly are not. Rounds 1 and 2 of the competition yesterday was a wonderful statement to that. And despite who makes it to the final round today, each one of you has already wowed all of us. Let's give a round of applause for the California Poetry Out Loud County Champions of 2019. Now I'd like to introduce our chair of the California Arts Council, Nashormeh Lindo.
Good morning, everybody. I am so pleased to be here looking at all these fresh, wonderful faces. This is one of my favorite events of the year. I love this event. And you guys have to know how much you inspire me and make me happy. They asked me to read a poem, believe it or not. They put me on the spot. So they asked me to read a poem, but first I'm going to say something that I actually wrote when I was about you guys' age, okay? Ever lay back in your bed and stare at ceiling straight ahead and ask yourself the question, why? Why the sky? Why so high? Why the birds and fishes? As you descend pretending ends, you realize all your wishes. Why must we toil and sweat and strain? Why is there cold and hot? The reasoning is very plain. The answer is, why not? Just to get warmed up. I wrote this poem, Dana Gioia gave a wonderful event back in the fall for the poet laureates from all over the state of California. And it was just amazing to see, first of all, how many poet laureates we had, but also the power of poetry to inspire people, to bring them out, et cetera. And so they asked me to make some remarks, and my remarks were really based on the poems that all the poet laureates had written. So this is for the laureates. The sweet smoke of sage presages words of truth. Poets are dangerous. The unconstricted tongue is a tool and a weapon with which to focus on ideas, memories, and sensations like pain, humor, love, loss, beauty in nature, California's awesome landscape, an LA poem, a Bay poem, sea, skyscapes, deserts, fruits of fields, and holy poems, poem stories about boys and bras and abuse in a jar, a cry, a crisis of faith, seasons of pain. There is the poetry of protest and of the personal. What does one do with rage, with indescribable joy? There is a healing power, a certain serenity in listening to poetry, to the sound of birds, a buzzsaw, distant sirens, and a good breeze on a perfect sunny day. Breathe. 12, the number of the cosmos, is a quantum speculation of how poetic offerings, words spoken of possibility and dreams can lead to self-discovery, self-love. Poems paint pictures, make us see colors, take us from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Poems come to us in the strangest places where time doesn't end. Only the poets can show the way. And now I would like to invite, they're talking right now, so I'll just say this. Thank you so much again to all the parents and all the teachers and all the people who have lifted these young people up. I wish you all the luck in the world. You're already winners because you're sitting in here, all right? And I'd like now for the California Arts Council staff team to come on up.
I'm just going to call a few of you to the back because your representatives are here. First off, we have Blake from Senator Andres Borges' office, and so that's Amador County, Calaveras, Inyo, Madera, Mariposa, and Tuolumne. So that's really big, there's a lot of them. So Noah, Sandra, Samantha, Sophia, Hannah, and Eric, can you please join them in the back to get a picture? And also from Senator Mike Morell's office, Chris is here, representing San Bernardino County. So Breen, if you could meet him in the back. And finally, from Senator Galgiani's office, Carlos is here. So Ariana, can you meet him in the back? Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Shelley, I'm the programs officer. I know all you, hello all of you. And I'm here with two of my lovely colleagues.
Mariana Moscoso, the Interim Arts and Corrections Program Manager.
Buenos dias, Andrea Porras, representing the programs team as an arts specialist.
So last night, these students got a wonderful experience, and it was an experience that filled my heart with such joy to see them respond to two wonderful poets that we had come in to recite for them, and then they got to create a group performance together. I'm going to have Andrea talk a little bit about the poets that we had.
So we had Andies, as well as Dre T, or Andreas Tillman, perform and also provide mentorship to our young poet champions. They provided their own creative original works that have been performed across not only California, but across the nation in poetry slams. They're both poet slam champions themselves, as well as educators, organizers, and artivists, igniting young people like your students, like your children, like your colleagues, estudiantes, as poets, and utilizing the palabra, the word, as their weapon of mass information, like deconstruction and re-education. So we have our poetas ready to share with you something that they worked on in a collaborative effort with these poets on their side, as well as hearing a little bit of an inspiring word from them, reminding them that this is just the beginning of their work, not the end.
All right, and how was it, students? What'd you think last night? Good? That's what I thought. That was the energy that I was getting last night, and let's carry that energy forward now. So I think we're ready for you guys to come up and share with all of these lovely people up in the gallery and those of you in the hearing room what we did last night. All right? So come on up and get in your spots. It would be awesome if we could. Okay, you guys are gonna come up. The students that are taking photos will come up also in a second. No, it's not in here.
Yeah, it's right.
Well, I'm really humbled and honored to be able to introduce this poem. It's called I Did It for the Pizza. It's a built poem by CAC staff and the California Poetry Out Loud State Champions, performed by the California Poetry Out Loud State Champions.
Whoa.
Poetry.
The most beautiful expression of my emotions and self. How I tell my own story. Express myself freely without judgment. The chance to embrace and learn. How I appraise life. The jack of all trades. Stepping out of my comfort zone. To find freedom in boundless expression. A unique experience. For the human soul. To express. To maintain sanity. Because the need for freedom to explore powerful emotions helps me escape. The desire to challenge myself regularly. It's why I'm always busy, but I wouldn't change a thing. A voice for those that wouldn't be heard. I'm doing something I was afraid to do. Pouring my heart and soul.
Describing humanity.
That fueling imagination where things bloom with the life I give them. Fearlessness.
The freedom to form my emotions and let go.
The confidence to open up, to release myself from the burden of my dark thoughts. Breaking the cycle. Reminding us we are not alone. Reminding us that the world is not a dull place. Poetry.
The chance to explore.
Dauntless vulnerability. A soft whisper. A loud cry.
Or a sad weep in a line.
That.
The ultimate method of human expression.
Making me a different person from the person I was yesterday.
Using ink and paper
Or paintbrushes and canvases.
to create a story. Forms of my love of creativity.
Self-expression.
Vulnerability. Constructing ideas.
Illustrating worlds of emotion. Prompting conversations.
And consideration. Expressing our individuality. And connectivity. Exciting. Shaping my personality and perspective. Poetry.
A place to escape from reality. And be completely myself.
Boundless.
Beautifully
Enigmatic. Shaping me in
unimaginable ways, giving me a voice
I didn't know I had.
The guiding hand. Diverse in its entirety. Telling a story. Forming you. Truer expressions of our inner self. Communicating our feelings. And not beholden to rhythm. Or grammar. Or color. Or dimension. Inspiration. A magic charm.
Poetry.
Taking a breath. A moment before crafting our eternity. Coming back to myself and speaking from the soul.
A desire.
A struggle. A hunger. A need.
A right to be heard.
We plug into a positive outlet for expression. A light shed on reality. A world to wander.
Rooted in the inferno of desire.
Its origins.
From a single source. And we did it for the pizza. Poetry.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Kristen's going to come to the mic first.
Let's give a big welcome to Assemblymember Vince Fong, who's here from Kern County. Natalie, will you please join him in the back? Also here is from Assemblyman Heath Flora's office, staff. Ariana, will you please join him in the back from Stanislaus County? And finally, from Scott Wiener's office, Cassidy Denny, Allison, and Nicole, San Francisco and San Mateo counties. Please join them in the back.
Okay. Whew, never a dull moment here in the Capitol. Good save, Kristen. Okay, now I'm going to have Unbound Crawford and Nashormeh Lindo come back up. And I think what we're going to do here is have you guys split a little, okay, but stay standing. Okay, so split a little so we have picture place here. So actually, you guys split. There we go. And we're going to present you with, or Anasha and Ann are going to present you with your certificates. But at every moment, for every student, we have a photo. So we need to split the middle so this is visually pleasing. So if you guys, you can clump. You can clump a little. There we go. All right. Clumping allowed. Okay, and great. It's just you. Okay? I got it. Does she know? Yep. We've got it down. No, you don't need this. Got it.
Natalia Macias. You guys all look so pretty and handsome and glorious today. I just have to say that to everybody.
Hi. Congratulations. Thank you.
Noah Bunting. Selah Hartman. Sandra Mesa. Grace Gilroy. Yana Leah Robinson.
Please welcome from Senator Wesso's office, Aaron, and I'd like Andrew, Imani, both to join him in the back from Imperial and San Diego County. And also, Assemblymember Aguilar Curry could not make it today because she just had a brand new grandson that was born. And so she is still in the district, so we send out a huge congratulations to her. And so we need Lake, Napa, and Yola County To meet her staff in the back, Melinda is here. That's Oscar, Marielle, and Vanessa. Thank you so much.
Paula Robel. Francis Rundle. Akasha Castillo. Andrew Ramirez. Samantha Burns. Natalie Glasgow. Oscar Kilala. You are. Allison Bierce. Trinice Monet Ward. Daisha Campos. Lily Bogus.
Thank you so much.
Hannah Swicky. Monique Lei Nguyen. Hector Tejeda. Haley Seeley. Sophia McKee. I should have come to you. It's okay. Matthew Mendez. Marielle Manillo. Jai Williams. Ava Marie Walters. Kat Dow. Diego Garcia Cuo. Jackson Dean. Because you make us look good. Naomi Dillard. Santino Leahy. Breen Reno Manos. Imani King Mario. Allison Dumel. Penny Della Pella. Nicole Claire Simpella Perez. Ivy Catherine Hatter. Delali Bruce. Danica Marcus. Emily Kate Mason. Bella Acuna. Saba Cummings. Casey June Davis. Zoya Ahmed.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Ariana Trichetti. Deviandre Johnson. Jack Van Dyne. Gabrielle Traps. Eric Wallace Brookfield. Georgia Schreiner.
Please welcome to the floor Assemblyman Kevin McCarty from Sacramento. Naomi, will you please join him in the back? And also Assemblywoman Rebecca Bauer-Kahn. She is also in the back from Contra Costa County. Grace, will you please join her as well in the back to take photos? Also, we have from Assemblyman Tom Daly's office, staff is here to take a photo with Ava from Orange County. And finally, from Assemblyman Chad May's office, Jackson, will you please join staff in the back from Riverside County? Thank you.
Vanessa Anaya. Gwyneth Mock. I hope you all hang these proudly on your walls because you've earned it. Give yourselves a round of applause.
And now please welcome from the CAC staff, Ms. Deborah Waltman.
Hi, everyone. Well done, County Champions. My name is Deborah Waltman. I'm the Director of Operations for the California Arts Council. I am honored to present this year's Hero Award. The California Poetry Out Loud Hero Award acknowledges a teacher, artist, and/or other individual who has gone above and beyond to make poetry out loud a success, not only when it comes to this competition, but from the school level on up, so that as many students as possible can learn about great poetry, master public speaking skills, build self-confidence, and enjoy the unique experience Poetry Out Loud offers. We had wonderful nominations from many counties this year. We truly need to thank all the people, all the teachers, all the county staff, the teaching artists, everyone who has put so much time and love into this program, and these students, and so that we can all be here to celebrate them today. It was an honor to read about all of you all you did this year, and a difficult decision to choose one person to receive this award from among many deserving nominees. The winner of our 2019 award is a teacher who helped to bring Poetry Out Loud to her county for the first time this year. She worked diligently to make the program happen and really made her school's first ever event special, bringing in an audience of kindergartners to be inspired and to support the students. We heard there was even a confetti cannon. She has gone on to support the county winner in competing with us here and brought a delegation of teens who participated in Poetry Out Loud at school here to Sacramento to see the state finals and plan for next year. This year's California Poetry Out Loud hero is Kelly Troina from Del Norte County.
It is such a humbling honor to be in a room with so many inspirational youth. Thank you so much.
Let's give another hand for Kelly. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for your amazing work. I'm Hillary Amna. I'm an arts program specialist at the California Arts Council.
And I'm Jason Jung, also an arts program specialist at the Arts Council.
Introduce the judges? Yeah, we're skipping over.
So we'd like to take a moment now to thank and introduce our esteemed panel of judges who will be judging this final round of competition this afternoon. Damone Carter, he is the 2016 Silicon Valley Artist Laureate. Performing as Dem 1, he is a recording artist and collaborator with artists like D Styles, Motion Man, Charlie Tuna, and Bamboo. He's the co-founder of Hip Hop 360 and Future Arts Now education programs for youth. He's a mentor and program director for the School of the Arts and Culture at the Mexican Heritage Plaza. Damone Carter.
Please welcome Assembly Member Brian Dolly. He represents Lassen, Modoc, Nevada, Plumas, Shasta, Siskiyou, and Sierra counties. Allison, Haley, Jai, Diego, Emily, and Saba, please join him in the back to take a photo. Also here we have from Senator Dodd's office, Clara is here representing Napa, Solano, and Yolo counties. Marielle, Casey, and Vanessa, please join them in the back. And finally, we also have, hold on, one more, just a second. We have the Chief of Staff from Assemblymember Jordan Cunningham's office, Penny and Ivy. Please join them in the back. That's from San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties.
All right, next up we have for our next judge, it's Sonja Guinyansaka. Sonja is a queer migrant poet, cultural organizer, and activist from Harlem by way of Ecuador. They were a 2017 and 2018 artist in residence at NYU's Hemispheric Institute of Performance and Politics. They have served for the past 6 years as managing director of Culture Strike in Oakland and have been named one of the 10 up-and-coming Latinx poets you need to know. Please welcome Sonja.
Charles Jensen, he is the author of 6 chapbooks, including The First Risk, a finalist for the 2010 Lambda Literary Award. His poem Tucson received the 2018 Zocalo Poetry Prize. He's the founding editor of the online poetry magazine Locust Point and the director of the UCLA Extension Writers Program, the nation's most prestigious open enrollment continuing education program for creative writing. Charles Jensen.
Next up, we have Judge Bonnie Kwang. Bonnie is a poet, playwright, and performer who creates in English, Cantonese, Mandarin, Japanese, Ruby, and JavaScript. Her work in poetry and fiction has garnered 6 Pushcart nominations. Her first book of poetry, Ravel, was a finalist for prizes by White Pine and New Rivers Press.
and she will be performing at the Berkeley Art Museum in April through the UC Critical Refugee Studies Collective. Welcome, Bonnie.
We are also grateful to have with us here today as a judge, Louise McGinnis. She's a member of the California Arts Council itself, the council body. She was appointed in October of 2015 and reappointed in January of this year. She's been a working artist since 1970 and is a part of the American craft movement. And she founded a studio to educate young artists in the 1980s, while at the same time maintaining her own personal practice. She's a member of the Oakland Museum of California's Women's Board and has served in that position since 2010. Louise McGinnis.
And finally, our accuracy judge, Brandon Samad. Brandon teaches literature and writing at CSU San Marcos. His books include Ice Drum, Driven into the Shade, and Light in All Directions. He's the past president of California Poets in the Schools and has recorded an album of original music, California Noir, with adaptations of poems from his books. Please welcome Brandon.
Performing arrangements of pop tunes and standards you'll be hearing during the interludes, we have guitarist and musician extraordinaire Doug Pauly. Doug.
And now I'd like to also introduce and thank all of our fellow California Arts Council staff who have helped make this day and yesterday happen. And those staff would include Larissa Barcena, Unbound Crawford, Bintu Koulibaly, Richard Diaz, Caitlin Fitzwater, Jared Hamlin, Judica Jimenez, Ayana Kibori, Kala Kauta, Kristen Margolis, Mariana Moscoso, Andrea Porras, Nicole Sanchez, Deborah Waltman, Kimberly Brown, Wendy Moran, Laura Littlefield, Shelley Gilbride, and Michaela Mamola. Please give them a hand.
And of course, we want to take a moment to give special recognition to our colleague and arts education specialist, past coordinator of Poetry Out Loud, your prompter for this third round of competition, Josie Miller. And most certainly, this event would not have happened without the amazing organization and grace of your 2019 Poetry Out Loud coordinator, Jen Daly. So as was mentioned in the past, Poetry Out Loud is a program of the National Endowment for the Arts and the Poetry Foundation. We are also grateful to have with us Justine Haka, who is the program manager of the Poetry Foundation. Justine Haka.
Please join me in welcoming Assemblyman Wood, representing Sonoma, Trinity, Del Norte, Humboldt, and Mendocino counties. So Zoya, Jack, Yana Leia, Acacia, and Monique, please join him in the back. Thank you.
All right, we're getting close. So please join me in a round of applause as we welcome Larry Baza, who is the Vice Chair of the California Arts Council. He will be announcing our Round 3 finalists. Larry Baza.
I have it for you right here, Larry.
It's really a pleasure to be with you all these 2 days. I know it's been a long run up to get here, but you are the champions, and here you are. It's my privilege to read you the Poetry Out Loud finalists for 2019. Penny de la Pella, San Luis Obispo County. Ariana Turchetti, Stanislaus County. Imani King Murillo, San Diego County. Jackson Dean, Riverside County. Samantha Jalen Burns, Inyo County. Lily Bogus, Marin County. Selah Hartman, Butte County. Marielle Elise Manio, Napa County. Yanalea Robinson, Del Norte County. Acacia Hiali Castillo, Humboldt County. Matthew Mendez, Monterey County. Zoya Ahmed, Sonoma County. Deviandre Johnson, Sutter County. Noah Bunting, Amador County. Delali Bruce, Santa Clara County. Last but not least, Hannah Swiecki, Mariposa County.
So, are the finalists ready? Okay, so that is the order that you guys will be reciting in, just so you know. So I think that we're gonna be going back and forth, who's introducing who, all right? So first up from San Luis Obispo County is Penny De La Pella. Come on up.
The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here, at our sea-washed, sunset gates, shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that twin cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Thank you.
Please join me in welcoming Senator Nielsen, a huge champion of the arts and is definitely responsible for a lot of our funding. So thank you so much, Senator, for coming. So he represents Butte, Plaster, Sutter, and Yuba counties that are participating in this competition. So Selah, Devondre, Gwyneth and Kat, please join him in the back. Thank you.
And next to the mic, Stanislaus County champion, Ariana Torchetti.
Mezzo Camine by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Half of my life is gone, and I have let the years slip from me and have not fulfilled the aspiration of my youth, to build some tower of song with lofty parapet. Not indolence, nor pleasure, nor the fret of restless passions that would not be stilled, but sorrow, and a care that almost killed kept me from what I may accomplish yet. Though halfway up the hill, I see the past, lying beneath me with its sounds and sights. A city in the twilight, dim and vast, with smoking roofs, soft bells, and gleaming lights. And here above me, on the autumnal blast, the cataract of death, far thundering from the heights. Thank you.
Next up to the mic, we have Imani King Murillo from San Diego County.
Invictus by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit, from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Our next champion is reigning from San Diego County. Is from Riverside County, Jackson Dean.
America, I Sing You Back by Allison Adele Hedge-Koch. For Phil Young and my father, Robert Hedge-Koch. For Whitman, and hues. America, I sing back what sung you in. Sing back the moment you cherished breath. Sing you home into yourself and back to reason. Before America began to sing, I sung her to sleep, held her cradleboard, wept her into day. My song gave her creation, prepared her delivery, held her severed cord beautifully beaded. My song helped her stand, held her hand for first steps, nourished her very being, fed her, placed her 3 sisters strong. My song comforted her as she battled my reason, broke my long-held footing sure, as any child might do. As she pushed herself away, forced me to remove myself. As I cried this country, my song grew roses in each tear's fall. My blood-veined rivers painted pipestone quarries, circled canyons, while she made herself maiden fine. But here I am. Here I am. Here I remain, high on each and every peak, carefully rumbling her great underbelly, prepared to pour forth singing. And sing again I will, as I have always done, never silenced unless in the company of strangers, singing the stoic face, polite repose, polite while dancing deep inside, polite mother of her world, sister of myself. When my song sings aloud again, when I call her back to cradle, call her to peer into waters, to behold herself in dark and light, day and night, call her to sing along, call her to mature, to envision, then she will quake herself over. My song will make it so. When she grows far past her self-considered purpose, I will sing her back, I will sing, oh I will. I do. America, I sing back what sung you in. Thank you.
Please join me to welcome Senator Shannon Grove, representing Kern and Tulare counties. Natalie and Gabrielle, will you please join her in the back? Also, from Senator Pan's office, representing Sacramento County. Please join staff in the back. Thank you so much.
Naomi, can you please join in the back? Next up to the mic, we have Samantha Jalen Burns from Inyo County.
Let the Light Enter by Frances Ellen Watkins Harper. The Dying Words of Goethe. Light, more light, for death is weaving shadows round my waning sight. And my life is ebbing low. Throw the windows widely open, light, more light, before I go. Softly let the balmy sunshine play around my dying bed, Ere the dimly lighted valley I with lonely feet must tread. Light, more light, for death is weaving shadows round my waning sight. Ere the dimly lighted valley I with lonely feet must tread. Not for greater gifts of genius, not for thoughts more grandly bright. All the dying poet whispers is a prayer for light, more light. Heeds he not the gathered laurels fading slowly from his sight? All the poet's aspirations center in that prayer for light. Gracious Savior, when life's daydreams melt and vanish from the sight, may our dim and longing vision then be blessed with light, more light.
All right, let's welcome Marin County champion Lily Bogus.
Diameter by Michelle Y. Burke. You love your friend, so you fly across the country to see her. Your friend is grieving. When you look at her, you see that something's missing. You look again. She seems all there. Reading glasses, sarcasm, leather pumps. What did you expect? Ruins? Demeter without arms in the British Museum? Your friend says she believes there's more pain than beauty in the world. When Persephone was taken, Demeter damned the world for half the year. The other half remained warm and bountiful. The Greeks loved symmetry. On the plane, the man next to you read a geometry book. The lesson on finding the circumference of a circle. On circumference. You can calculate the way around if you know the way across. You try across with your friend. You try around. I don't believe in an afterlife, she says. But after Kay died, I thought I might go after her, in case I'm wrong, in case she's somewhere, waiting. Thank you.
Please welcome Senator Glazer, representing Contra Costa County. Grace, will you please join him in the back? Also, let's see, who else do we have? Oh, also, Dana Mitchell's here. She is a consultant for the Arts, Entertainment, Sports, Tourism, and Internet Media Committee, and she also is the consultant for Assemblyman Chu, who is the chair of that committee. Delali, will you please join her in the back from Santa Clara County. Thank you so much, Dana, for being here.
Next up, we have Selah Hartman from Butte County.
The Rainbow by Thomas Love Peacock. The day has passed in storms, though not unmixed with transitory calm. The western clouds, dissolving slow, unveil the glorious sun, majestic in decline. The watery east glows with the many-tinted arch of heaven. We hail it as a pledge that brighter skies shall bless the coming morn. Thus rolls the day, the short, dark day of life, with tempests thus and fleeting sunshine checkered. At its close, when the dread hour draws near, that bursts all ties, all commerce with the world, religion pours hope's fairy colors on the virtuous mind, and, like the rainbow on the evening clouds, gives the bright promise that a happier dawn shall chase the night and silence of the grave.
Naomi, can you please join Dana in the back for your photo? And also, please welcome Carlos Gonzalez from Assemblyman Eduardo Garcia's office. Andrew, will you please join him in the back from Imperial County? Thank you.
Bienvenida to the mic, Napa Valley County champion, Mariel Elise Manino.
The Maid's Lament by Walter Savage Landor. I loved him not, and yet now he is gone. I feel I am alone. I checked him while he spoke, yet could he speak? Alas, I would not check. For reasons not to love him once I sought, and wearied all my thought to vex myself and him. I now would give my love, could he but live, who lately lived for me, and when he found 'twas vain, in holy ground he hid his face amid the shades of death. I waste for him my breath, who wasted his for me, but mine returns, and this lone bosom burns with stifling heat. heaving it up in sleep and begging me to weep tears that had melted his soft heart. For years wept he as bitter tears. Merciful God! Such was his latest prayer. These may she never share. Quieter is his breath, his breast more cold than daisies in the mold, where children spell athwart the churchyard gate his name and life's brief date. Pray for him, gentle souls, whoe'er you be, and oh, pray too for me.
Please give a big warm welcome to Senator Mcguire. He is here representing Del Norte, Humboldt, Lake, Marin, Mendocino, Sonoma, and Trinity counties. So Yanlea, Acacia, Oscar, Lily, Monique, Zoya, and Jack. Please all join him in the back. Thank you so much. Also, Victoria is here on behalf of Assemblywoman Weber. So hold on one second here. So Assemblywoman Weber represents San Diego County. So Amani, please join her in the back. Thank you so much.
Before I call up the next person, for anybody that's watching live streamed in the hearing room, the audio will be brought down for the next 2 recitations due to broadcast rights. Okay, so next up from Del Norte County, Yanalea Robinson.
All right, representing Humboldt County, champion Acacia Hailey Castillo.
Next up, we have Matthew Mendez from Monterey County.
Where Did the Handsome Beloved Go? By Jalal ad-Din Rumi. Translated by Brad Gooch, Mariam Mortas. Where did the handsome beloved go? I wonder. Where did that tall, shapely cypress tree go? He spread his light among us like a candle. Where did he go? So strange. Where did he go without me? All day long, my heart trembles like a leaf. All alone at midnight, where did that beloved go? Go to the road and ask any passing traveler. That soul-stirring companion, where did he go? Go to the garden and ask the gardener. That tall, shapely rose stem, where did he go? Go to the rooftop and ask the watchman. That unique sultan, where did he go? Like a madman, I search in the meadows. That deer in the meadows, where did he go? My tearful eyes overflow like a river. That pearl in the vast sea, where did he go? All night long, I implore both moon and Venus, that lovely face, like a moon, where did he go? If he is mine, why is he with others? Since he's not here, to what there did he go? If his heart and soul are joined with God, and he left this realm of earth and water, where did he go? Tell me clearly, Shams of Tabriz, of whom it is said, the sun never dies. Where did he go?
Next up to the mic, Sonoma County champion, Zoya Ahmed.
Envy by Mary Lamb. This rose tree is not made to bear the violet blue, nor lily fair, nor the sweet mignonette. And if this tree were discontent or wished to change its natural bent, it all in vain would fret. And should it fret, you would suppose it ne'er had seen its own red rose, nor after gentle shower had ever smelled its rose's scent, or can ne'er be discontent
with its own pretty flower. Like such a blind and senseless tree, as I've imagined this to be, all envious persons are. With care and culture, all may find some pretty flower in their own mind, some talent that is rare. Thank you.
Next up to the mic, we have Deviandre Johnson from Sutter County.
To Have Without Holding by Marge Piercy. Learning to love differently is hard. Love with the hands wide open. Love with the doors banging on their hinges. The cupboard unlocked. The wind roaring and whimpering in the rooms. Rustling the sheets and snapping the blinds that thwack like rubber bands in an open palm. It hurts to love wide open, stretching the muscles that feel as if they are made of wet plaster, then of blunt knives, then of sharp knives. It hurts to thwart the reflexes of grab, of clutch, to love and let go again and again. It pesters to remember the lover who is not in the bed, to hold back what is owed to the work that gutters like a candle in a cave without air, to love consciously, conscientiously, concretely, constructively. I can't do it. You say it's killing me, but you thrive. You glow on the street like a neon raspberry. You float and sail a helium balloon, bright bachelors, button blue and bobbing on the cold and hot winds of our breath as we make and unmake in passionate diastole and systole the rhythm of our unbound bonding, to have and not to hold, to love with minimized malice, hunger and anger, moment by moment balanced.
Please welcome Assemblyman Levine from Marin County. And I know they're already taking the photos, so just thank you for coming.
Next up to the mic, we have County Champion from Amador, Noah Bunting.
Thoughtless Cruelty by Charles Lamb. There, Robert, you have killed that fly. And should you 1,000 ages try the life you've taken to supply, you could not do it. Surely you must have been devoid of thought and sense to have destroyed a thing which no way you annoyed. You'll one day rue it. 'Twas but a fly, perhaps you'll say, that's born in April, dies in May, that does but just learned to display his wings 1 minute, and in the next is vanquished quite. A bird devours it in his flight, or come a cold blast in the night. There's no breath in it. The bird but seeks his proper food, and Providence, whose power endued that fly with life, when it thinks good, may justly take it. But you have no excuses for it. A life by nature made so short, less reason is that you for sport should shorter make it. A fly, a little thing you rate. But Robert, do not estimate a creature's pain by small or great. The greatest being can have but fibers, nerves, and flesh, and these the smallest ones possess, although their frame and structure less escape our seeing. Thank you.
Please welcome Joe Zanzi from Assemblyman Gallagher's office, representing Butte, Sutter, and Yuba counties. Selah, DeViandre, and Gwyneth, please join him in the back to take a photo. Thank you.
Next up, from Santa Clara County, Delali Bruce.
Invitation to Love by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Come when the nights are bright with stars, or come when the moon is mellow. Come when the sun, his golden bars, drops on the hayfield yellow. Come in the twilight, soft and gray. Come in the night or come in the day. Come, O love, whene'er you may. And you are welcome, welcome. You are sweet, O love, dear love. You are soft as the nesting dove. Come to my heart and bring it to rest as the bird flies home to its welcome nest. Come when my heart is full of grief, or when my heart is merry. Come with the falling of the leaf or with the reddening cherry. Come when the year's first blossom blows. Come when the summer gleams and glows. Come with the winter's drifting snows. And you are welcome, welcome.
Please welcome Trevor Taylor from Senator Bill Monning's office, representing Monterey, San Luis Obispo, and Santa Cruz counties. Matthew, Penny, and Danica, please join him in the back.
And our closing champion poet representing Mariposa County, Hannah Swicky.
Sonnet 55, Not Marble Nor the Gilded Monuments, by William Shakespeare. Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme, but You shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone, besmeared with sluttish time, when wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. 'Gainst death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth. Your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity that wear this world out to the ending doom. So, till the judgment that yourself arise, you live in this and dwell in lovers' eyes. Thank you.
Please welcome staff from Assemblyman Adam Gray's office. Hector, will you please join them in the back? Assemblyman Gray represents Merced County.
All right, so let's give a round of applause and a gracias, a thank you to all of our finalists. When I say viva, you say poetry out loud. Y'all ready? Uno, dos, tres. Viva! 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 All right, high five everybody in here, all you champions. So while we're calculating scores, we're going to have a few very special guests and presenters, but we're going to go ahead and have a 5-minute pause before that. So now is a time to take a little get up, stretch if you'd like, or run to the restroom if you'd like. 5 minutes and we'll be back on the mic with special guest presentations. Thank you.
got Allison, but I don't have Nicole. Okay. Nicole. No, we need to have the name tag space this way next time too, because if we turn can't see them. Well, we can't see them. I know.
All right, back here to share with you a huge, huge gratitude and welcome. Let's put our hands together in welcoming former chair of the National Endowment of the Arts, founder of Poetry Out Loud, and our immediate past poet laureate of the state of California, Mr. Dana Gioia.
Isn't it wonderful to be in here this morning? Isn't it? I mean, think about this. We are in this magnificent room bringing the power, the wisdom of, and passion of poetry into the chamber where the laws of California are made. This is a cultural moment which you have brought to pass. Now, there's so much tension, I'm sure, for you. You're all competing. We're competing in the largest competition we've had so far in the state from 52 counties. But the very fact that you are in this room means that you are a champion. If you look at the total number of people who have competed this year, in order to be sitting here, not for the judges, but for the contestants, it meant that you have competed successfully against 500 other people. That is an impressive victory just to get here. Now, I hope that your parents and your teachers are proud of you. I know I'm proud of you. I'm proud of this program. 15 years ago, when I was in Washington, D.C., when a significant number of people in the Congress wanted to eliminate the National Endowment for the Arts, we felt that the best defense of the endowment was to demonstrate what we could do for the country. So rather than retrenching, we announced the largest programs in our history, one of the first of which was Poetry Out Loud. How could we quickly, without much governmental support, without much money, bring an arts education program to potentially every high school in the United States? When we announced this, people said it won't work. It won't work because teenagers don't like poetry. Because it's demeaning to do the arts in competition, and memorization is repressive. So against all of the arts education specialists' advice, we said, let's just try it 1 year. If it doesn't work, we'll use the money for something else. And it has been an immediate success. You are part of a cohort now of about 4 million American high school students who have competed in Poetry Out Loud since its beginning. Now, does that matter? Now, you know it matters for you personally. You know the kind of transformative experience it has been for you to be part of this competition, to master language, to improve your ability at public speaking, to know by heart, to bring into the very center of your being the power, the wisdom, the passion of poetry. But let me give you a public view. 15 years ago, when we started this, poetry was a declining art in the United States. It is now the fastest growing art in the United States. And among your age group, in the last 5 years, poetry readership has doubled. Poetry Out Loud has been in the vanguard in the sense of bringing poetry back to the American people. Now, when we talk about poetry, people often say that it's remote, it's intellectual, it's academic. I think anybody who is sitting in this room today knows that poetry is immediate, it's emotional, and it's communal. This is the most ancient art. This goes back to the origins of humanity, where whatever art you could make had to be made with your own body, your voice. And so this is a kind of continuity, a kind of unbroken tradition in a sense of humanity articulating what it is like to be alive, to be here, to be mortal. And you now are in the vanguard of this ancient art. You are bringing these words alive. You are, as it were, ventriloquists. You are dramatists for all of the collective wisdom and experience of the human past. And this is something that's not only important, I think it's kind of fun. I think it's a pleasure, in a sense, to give old words new life, to take the very best of the past and bring it into the present moment. I know that for myself, learning to speak in public, learning to recite poems was decisive in my life. It led me to recognize potential in myself, potential in my life that I would not have been aware of otherwise. My mother was a Mexican-American woman without much education, but the poems that she had learned in school were very precious to her, and often, she just would recite them. I never knew quite why until years later when I had kids myself. And she would sometimes say, "It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And that maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in that kingdom by the sea, and we loved with a love that was more than a love, I and my Annabel Lee." And hearing this as a child, it brought me into a zone of perception, of experience that was beyond what my ordinary life gave me. It gave me the first glimmerings of what my own future would be. I never imagined I would be a poet as a living. It was certainly a disappointment to my parents, who had hoped for a dentist or a lawyer, but they put up with it. But I think that we don't educate the young in this country unless we educate their imagination, their creativity, their emotions. So thank you for being part of this program. For the teachers and parents, thank you, in a sense, for being the power behind the power that we're hearing today on the floor of the Senate, because I think you are doing something that is of decisive importance for your school, for your county, for your state, for your country. Now, let me just end with a poem of my own. This is a poem, it's a very LA poem. It's about the beautiful people in LA and the power that beauty gives them and what happens to that power. It's called Pity the Beautiful. Pity the beautiful, the dolls and the dishes, the babes with big daddies, granting their wishes. Pity the pretty boys, the hunks and Apollos, the golden lads whom success always follows, the hotties, the knockouts, the 10s out of 10, the drop-dead gorgeous, the great leading men, Pity the faded, the bloated, the blowsy, the paunchy Adonis whose luck's gone lousy. Pity the gods, no longer divine. Pity the night, the stars lose their shine. Congratulations to all of you.
All right, everyone. We are nearing the end here of our time together, and it is my great, great pleasure and honor to talk to you a little bit about a new program at California Poetry Out Loud this year called Poetry Ourselves. Poetry Ourselves is an initiative that the NEA and Poetry Foundation inaugurated in 2016 alongside the national finals competition. And basically, they were responding to feedback from students, from teachers and parents that we have this wonderful recitation competition that's so vibrant and so resonant. And our students also have these other creative juices that can manifest in writing words of their own. So is there some way that we can foster that creativity alongside this recitation competition? And Poetry Ourselves is exactly that. So what happens is everyone that moves on to the finals is invited to submit an original poem of up to 50 lines. And those poems are adjudicated. Our judge was our executive director, Unbound Crawford. Thank you, Anne, again for doing that. And they are adjudicated solely on artistic merit. So when the judge is reading them, they do not have names on them. They don't have counties on them. The judge has no information at all about the author of the poem. They only have the poem. And so we had many, many submissions this year to the California State Poetry Ourselves competition, and certainly had her work cut out for her. And if you watched as I walked up to the microphone here, you'll see there are not 2, but 3 plaques up there. We had planned to announce a winner and a runner-up, but the poems were so high quality that Anne came and she said, I can't, I'm sorry, I can't. We're gonna have to get another trophy. This was just a couple days ago, so it was very exciting. But we did get another trophy. And so we are going to be announcing 2 runners-up and the winner of Poetry Ourselves. All of these poems are going to be on the CAC website and included in our digital outreach. And when I announce the winner, I'm also going to invite that individual up to actually read to you their poem. So with no further ado, I will open my envelope here. And I will announce the runners-up first, which again was a tie. The first runner-up from Wairika High School in Siskiyou County, Seba Cummings, for I Was Your World. You need a photo? Yeah. We got to get the photo up. Come on. Thank you.
So I just want to let you know that I used to teach creative writing. I've been involved in creative writing all through junior high, high school, college, so this was a real pleasure. And yeah, I do want a photograph with all the authors. There's Doug. Oh, good.
All right, and our other runner-up, it wasn't first and second, they tied, is from Villanova Preparatory School in Ventura County, Georgia, Schreiner for Alphabet Soup. And the winner of the first ever California Poetry Ourselves competition from Maria Carrillo High School in Sonoma County, Zoya Ahmed, for a concerto of sight.
Thank you so much.
Now, since we're announcing this live, I didn't know whether you had this memorized, so I did bring you a copy of your poem.
Thank you.
Would you like me to hold this for you?
Yes, please.
All right.
All right. It's called A Concerto of Spice. The subtle hint of spice, a symphony in the air, a crescendo of turmeric against mustard, sharp notes, the melodious harmony of cardamom and cinnamon wafting a waltz, the passion and tang of citrus as fluid as a ballad's flute, ginger as strong as a strum of a bass, the crisp presence of mint like the presence of my mother, the conductor of the ensemble. She taught me that the perfect hint of lemongrass orchestrates the soothing simplicity of balance, the heat of paprika as strong as the heat of attraction, tart zest of lemon as sharp as the power of speech, the crackle of dried peppers as loud as the laughter of my childhood. The smell mingles about now. I smell it. Her presence dissolving in the wind, her frail hands stirring the pot, and her voice commanding, soothing, echoing in the shadows of my mind, her voice calling me into a simpler life. I smell it. And in the silence, she dissolves into the air around me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please welcome to the floor Assemblyman Bigelow, representing Amador, Calaveras, Madera, Mariposa, Mona, and Tuolumne counties. Noah, Sandra, Danisha, Hannah, Sophia, and Eric. Please join him in the back. Also, please welcome Assemblymember Jay Olbernolte, representing San Bernardino County. Breen, please join him in the back as well. Thank you.
And now, please welcome back to the floor to announce the winners and runners-up of the recitation competition, Nashormeh Lindo, Larry Baza, and Ann Bound Crawford.
We're going to hold you all in suspense for a minute so that Nasha and Ann can get a photo for just a minute. So this shouldn't take long. I know you're all dying to hear who the winner is, but we're going to get a photo taken first, and then we'll announce the winner. Actually, while I'm riffing, let's see. I actually don't want to fill that much. I just want to say thank you to all of the students that have participated in Poetry Out Loud. We've had such a wonderful time with you over the past 2 days. I feel like we've fit like maybe a month into these 2 days of work. So thank you guys so much. You're all champions. We've had such a great time with you. Let's give another round of applause to you guys. And now take a few breaths, and then we'll announce the winner.
Also, we have staff here from Assemblyman Rob Monta's office representing Alameda County. Natalia, will you please join him in the back?
All right. So third place winner for the 2019 Poetry Out Loud finals here in California is Jackson Dean. Okay, here we go.
I don't have an envelope, but the runner-up of the 2019 Poetry Out Loud Championship is Penny De La Pella, San Luis Obispo County.
Congratulations, Penny.
Congratulations.
I love you guys, you're great. And now, for the winner, may I have the drum roll, please? For Marin County, Lily Bogus.
Oh. One more with the red sign. Thank you.
Let's get the bread, guys.
Am I supposed to say something? I'm like shocked. I'm really shocked. Thank you so much. I'll try to do you guys proud at nationals. And I do want to thank my mom because she drove me here and she made this possible, and my English teacher, Miss KD at Tam High, and for all of you for supporting me. This has been seriously like such a memorable 2 days, and yeah, thank you.
I would just like to say that everybody in this room is a winner. You guys are just awesome. And I'd also like to thank our judges. That was a hard choice. I know it was like separating diamonds and pearls, as I've said before. So thank you so much for your work. Good work, guys.
All right, congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much to the teachers, to the parents, to the friends, to the supporters of all these amazing champions. We are so happy for all of the support that we've gotten from staff as well, and all the members that came. Look around, take a moment and take a moment with yourself, and remember this room, and remember this experience. You are champions. Congratulations.
We still have a few members that are going to stop by, so if you haven't received a certificate, it may be that your member is going to be here in a few minutes, because we did run a little bit early today. And also I want to welcome Assemblyman Mark Stone, who's here from Monterey County. Matthew, please join him in the back.
So would the three winners come up to the front so we can get a picture of you all together? The three winners. Don't race off with your trophies yet. Penny. Yeah, bring your thing.
Please welcome Senator Ana Caballero to the floor, representing San Benito, Fresno, Madera, Merced, Santino, Francis, Daisha, and Hector. Please meet her in the back. So Santino, Francis, Daisha, and Hector.
I've got a hug somebody.
Isn't it wonderful?
When you came up, that started the flow. Gotta stop it.